Hello and welcome into Sorare with Laird. I'm Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare. Joined this Tuesday, always Tuesday, by Harry Trades. Talk about some very exciting topic of resource allocation. Harry, I told you what I wanted to talk about, and I told you what I really want to talk about, and I'm not sure we're actually going to talk about it specifically. I think we probably are, but I was like, this is something I want to talk about, and I gave you the opportunity to say, like, you got to do that shit on your own. And you were like, no, let's go.
No, I don't think there should be any topic that's sort of off topic in the Sorare sphere. I think we should be able to cover anything. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Love it. Love it. Thanks, everyone, for coming in. Jake Hambleton on the top saying early access Midland is calling you. Harry, what did I tell you about buying Midland cards?
Well, I told you, I can't believe you even thought about doing it, but you basically said that I thought about it and I'm not going to do it. And I said, very wise, but don't even think about it next year.
The worst part is that I saw the price of the 1 of 100 Simseer and I'm like,
yeah,
that's kind of low.
I mean, he better start this midweek, otherwise we'll have problems.
I'm not doing it. Sam and Anion on the podium as well. Congratulations to you three. Ryan Walter, what's up? Pico player, Sorare 26 about to start pretty much. Yeah, the lobby is open. Doesn't have everything, but it's open. So we're there. Carrie, what's up? We are so back just because we're live. JPS, I don't think for myself anymore. I just listen to whatever these two goats tell me to do. Just a reminder, none of this is financial advice or gameplay advice or legal advice, but maybe we'll opine. Stefan, what's up? Assets and sports, been a minute. Dobbsy, Toby Alexander, buying Sorare cards on release is the same feeling and financial cost as buying a car from the dealership. Just lighting money on fire. Dominic, what's up? Appreciate the intro music getting you pumped. Love to see it. Mikey Bastin, Sorare, CT4. Ooh. Copless or Copless? Or
Copless, I think I've heard that name.
Hello. Halling, what's up? Germ, good to see you. Philly Dilly, I've reallocated resources from work to this stream. That's what we like to see. Don Q, what's up? Some topics are still off limits. I mean, apparently not. Apparently not. CT4 said, I got Sims here for 50 pounds. Cheapest chips was 180 last year. I did notice that this year's card is a midfielder again, which is not nearly as fun as the forward version. Real ones know. Raul, what's up? Mustafa, thanks for coming in. Let's just get right into it, Harry. There were comments from two people in separate places, one of which was in my Discord and one of which was very publicly on Twitter, about the feeling that they were being squeezed in auctions, basically. And that people were bidding up auctions against them just to make them pay more. And the public one was McBride, who obviously was trying to get all of the Celtic one-ofs. And I think it was in 3 scarcities, which, like, much respect for that. Going in and just being
4. By the way.
Oh, did he do the uniques too?
I mean, he's bidding on uniques. I don't think he has any, but.
So there clearly was some sort of reaction to McBride trying to get all of these cards. Now, obviously, McBride is a Celtic guy, as we know. And it seemed like people were bidding against him just to make him pay more. And Pranksy seemed to have a similar situation going on. I think it was with the Bruges super rares, if I remember. And the reaction from them was just kind of like, people are doing this just to, I don't know how they were reacting to it, as opposed to, like, if they thought they were attacked is not the right word at all. But basically, if people were just doing it for fun, of like, oh, let me make them pay more. Or if it was some sort of strategy of, well, I'm going to make them pay more for this because that means that they can't pay as much for other things. I don't know what their budgets are. Like, sometimes it feels like they're endless anyway. But it just kind of made me start thinking of how much of this game is about making other people spend resources. And I think we just don't think about it that much because, like, with limiteds and even rares, there's just so many of them that you don't even know who you're competing against realistically. Whereas I think you could go And, you know, if you're McBride, you probably know who the other big Celtic collectors are in the scarcities that, you know, maybe just in the higher scarcities. And I assume Pranksy knows like who the big collectors are at Super Rare and Unique in the leagues that he plays. And so it's kind of like, I do wonder if those people are trying to bid them up as a strategy and not just being a dick.
I think with everything in life, it always seems to like find their way, or whatever the reason is. It's normally like a sprinkle of a bit of both, right? And you kind of find yourself in that middle ground where, like, yeah, people are maybe taking the piss a little bit, but at the same time, you know, is it at the same time a strategy, like you said? And it's one of them where, like, if it's not a strategy, you don't really want to be caught with some of these like one-offs that end up going for more than usual. Actually, 15 minutes ago, I was having a look at like some of the one-offs he bought in rare. Like the one, like basically he seemed to have won all the one-offs that like nobody really wanted, and like all the big cards ended up getting outbid on, which I think is, if it was a strategy for people to try and out, you know, sort of like deplete his wallet, it hasn't really worked in the sense that like he's paying like half the price now for Cameron Carter Vickers' 3 ofs and 4 ofs compared to double that for the 1 of, whereas he has spent probably, you know, 8 times more on the 1 of, you know, just name the random Celtic guy that's never going to play a minute and is going to get sealed. And now he's like $8 where he paid like $60 for him. So it's one of them where, like, I don't know if, you know, if you actually did the numbers, are you better off missing out on the big one-offs because, you know, the Nigrans and the Vickers and whoever else went for, you know, 400, 500 plus. So now you wait 3 or 4 auctions down the road, like we are today, and they're half the price, at least in some cases. So I don't think it has like worked in, if that was people's thing, or some people's, you know, strategy to kind of, yeah, bump him up in that sense. Like, I think it's actually had the negative effect because they've ended up with the cards. I'm not saying they don't want the cards, but maybe they don't. We don't know. But let's just assume we don't know, right? But ultimately, they're left with 1 of 100 Celtic cards for double the amount. Yeah, they're good cards, but you've paid a massive, massive amount for now. So the pressure is on to yield that back, right? Whereas, I'm not saying there's no pressure on McBride, but at the same time, like, people are holding big cards and have spent good money on them. They've got to make it work. Like, there's more of like there's pressure, right? There's pressure to yield now.
So there are like 15 directions I want to take this, but I actually wanted to go back quickly. This comment by Mike that said, didn't people do that to YNWA when the Liverpool cards first came out? What's funny is that YNWA is actually the first person I had ever heard talk about bidding other people up so that they pay more. Like, he's the first one I ever heard talk about, if I make, and when he was doing it, you know, it was on the super rare and unique level, but it was more like, yeah, I know exactly who I'm competing against. And if I can make them spend more for a card that I don't want, but I know that they want, then I know that they'll have less money to spend on maybe cards that we both want. And so it's funny that Mike went to the side of like people bidding him up because, like I said, he was the first one to try it. So I have to say that my initial kind of reaction was like, lots of people want these cards. Like, not everybody's bidding on these cards just to like bid up other people.
Oh no, for sure.
But it also, I sound like such like a so rare homer here. It seems like it's a legitimate kind of collector play. Like, I don't think you don't need to collect every 1 of to get to the highest collection score.
Not at all.
So, and with the way that, you know, they just increased, you know, how long you hold it or how many points you get for holding a card, and they reduced that. Like, it's much easier today than it's ever been to get to 5% collection bonus, that you don't need all of them. And so if you are somebody who wants the 1 ofs of all of them, don't they kind of seem like they're collectibles now?
Kind of, yeah. And there might be, like, you know, it's just because McBride's like probably the most vocal sort of Celtic big collector. Obviously, you've got Quinny as well, but somebody that's like quite happily, you know, will go, you know, above and beyond to get 1 ofs. We've seen in previous years where Quinny's probably a bit more reluctant to do so, which is whatever. At the same time, like you said, yeah, there's obviously other people like this Alt guy. He's the one that won the Cameron Carter Vickers 1 of, and he, like, I looked straight on his homepage, and his first 5 cards I see are the collectible PSG cards, you know, the ones they brought out for the Champions League. So this guy might be a collector. Like that's just his thing. And he might not be a Celtic fan. He might be, but I'm just seeing now he probably isn't because he's bought Rangers cards as well. So he's dabbling, with the devil there. But he's bought loads of Club Bruges cards. Yeah, and the Gang. He just obviously wants good cards in good regions.
Wants to play, man,
to win streaks. Yeah, like it just doesn't seem. I mean, he does look like he is collecting. Well, he's got 3% on the new Bruges, 3% on the new USG, and it's not a secret. We know Celtic are a good collection, so it's one of them where like that guy might not even know who McBride is. Like we don't know that, right?
Absolutely.
Like we're assuming things here, and that's all we can do ultimately. But like I just saw there, McBride won the third Cameron Carter Vickers for the exact same price. The second went for £258. The first one went for just over 470. So, two for the price of one type of thing. I know it's a one-off, whatever, but like he's already got 5%. Like you said, like it's so easy to do, and he's done it with the one-offs from like the cards you probably wouldn't care to use in the lineups. They're obviously the collection pieces. Is that a better strategy? I think in a weird way it could be.
I would argue that is the best strategy. Like probably, by far.
Yeah. Miss out on the big ones. Don't pay, because when you're paying double between like Cameron Carter Vickers 270 to 470 or whatever, like the gap between that as a percentage is lower than the gap, percentage gap between the one of like we said, the random Celtic guy who he's paid £50 for and going for 8 now. Yeah, that's a 400% difference, right? But actual like monetary value is only £40, where the Cameron Carter Vickers is 200 plus. So it's like you can afford to make that up, right? The difference between the 8 and the 40 or whatever. So I like you said, I think it is probably the strategy. It really is.
Yeah, it almost feels like maybe McBride is making other people spend more for their Celtic cards and not the other way around.
Yeah, like it's worked, but like there's like a double-edged sword there. Like he's done well on both sides of it. Like the other people have bidded up for the one-off big guys. He's got the cheaper big guys, like in the third and second things, and then he's already got 5%. So it's like he's got best of both worlds, literally.
Yeah, it did feel like at least his like announcement wasn't the word I was looking for, but basically when he was talking about it, it felt the reaction I got was like, well, you're not really entitled to these cards. Like,
right,
you're not the only Celtic fan here, and frankly, like Harry, I would say 99.9% of the cards that I bought on Sorare are because I think they would be good in the game. No, right. That's probably too high because I bought Midtjylland cards. But like most of the reason any of us buy cards is because they're good in the game. And all people keep talking about is like, oh, Celtic moved to Challenger. They're the best team in Challenger. Everybody needs Challenger or Celtic cards. And they go on sale and now they're going for crazy prices. Like, yeah, because everybody's been told they have to get, these are the best ones.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be surprising at all that people are going to run up the price regardless of who else is bidding on them.
I think sometimes, like if you are McBride, I'm trying to put myself in his shoes, like, yeah, because you are the most vocal, you might feel semi-entitled to, like, because you don't know there's any other vocal ones out there, because they might not be, they might be in the shadows, like this old guy or whatever, just wanted good cards, right? Like if you just wanted good cards, why don't you just buy the 2 or the 3 or the 4 of? I know there's a risk it goes more than the 1 of, but like, you know what I mean? When you're seeing cards,
cool, man, come on.
I mean, they are, but like what I'm saying is if he doesn't care about the 1 of, why has he got them? Maybe he does care. Do you know what I mean? Like we're not going to know until we speak to him, or we might not ever speak to him. But like I can see why McBride's come out and said, like, or wherever he said, like, oh my god, like why are people bidding me up type of thing. But they might on the other side of things is like there's other guys that want good cards. We know, they've just moved over, like you said, and why wouldn't you want Nigrans and Cameron Carter? You know they're like established, really good cards. So regardless of the 1 of 100 sort of tax, like people are going to be out for them. It doesn't have to be like a vindictive thing necessarily.
Yeah. And
I mean, I'm not saying he thought that, but you just don't know.
Yeah. I feel bad talking about him so much without him being here to like, to be like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Although I will say I should just go back and look at the tweet because I'm not sure it was necessarily billed as people are bidding me up. It was more like what's the forward's name? Ida?
Adam Ida, yeah.
Ida, sorry. I think that was the example where he was just like, if you want to pay that, like, go right ahead. And
that was limited, I think.
That was limited, yeah. And I will say that it feels like some limited prices just go out the way. Like the sanity of limited prices sometimes just go out the window, because like there are more people who play limited, and so there are going to be more people who are willing to spend whatever it takes to get a card. And maybe that was just oh wait, here we go. Sam said it. When I saw someone pay £60 for a limited ETA, I'd feel like I was being bid up too, as who the fuck is paying that, even if it's just for a collectible. I mean, I think you can make the argument that the one-ofs end up being the safest in terms of resale. Like, you're not going to sell them back for this what you paid for them, but
right.
like the one-ofs, when they become classic cards, are going to be the ones that people are going to want more than the 3-of.
Yeah.
Like, that's
But like you said, with the whole 30-day thing now, and it's not 90 days, and you get double the points, like it's easier than ever, like you said, to get these bigger collection, scores. So like if I'm me and I want to play Challenger to the utmost I can, I'm obviously not going to go for the one-ofs, even if I did want a few Celtic cards, because like I just kind of know they're probably going to go for more than the other ones, knowing that there's big Celtic collectors. Like there's no other.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's not as if these other massively vocal sort of like creators or anything that have like one team that they love. I can think off the top of my head, especially in like the British and the US side of things. So it's like you kind of know, like if you kind of know McBride's going to go for the Celtic ones, so you're up against it as it is for the guys who end up getting the one-offs that don't end up falling into McBride's hands. And if you're happy to pay a pretty penny for it, someone send the chat, like it's obviously a good thing, isn't it? Like
it seems it, yeah, for sure. Sorry, I was looking because somebody was asking me for the actual tweet.
Oh yeah.
And is this the ETA one? Yeah, it is. Okay. The funny thing about this is that, so where are we here? Where did that comment go? Dobsy said, but the thing is, if he's willing to pay 60 quid for a limited, 66 isn't that mental to me. And that would have been like the next bid. Because you can see here he bid 60, but it's a great line. Lots of stupid people on Sorare, but then should I outbid him though? Which I just absolutely love that. As you can see here, the classic ETA was 167.
Wow, that's crazy. That's basically what happened last year. Remember, it was like 50p cards going for £40. I remember limited Scottish League cards. It wasn't even Celtic cards. I think it was like Motherwell or someone nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, just like BHAB in Seattle. Yep.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, there is a couple, but yeah.
Mike said, let's focus on who's been happy throughout all of these bidding wars. So rare. One of Cameron Carter Vickers could have gotten you every Midtjylland one-ofs. God bless anybody who's confident about their Midtjylland cards. JPS said the cards are worth what somebody wants to pay for them. If McBride wanted to pay that much, then he would have outbid them again. Yeah, it's as simple as that. I think them both bidding up £60 for ETA is more of an ego thing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. I just was like wondering if does the limited to rare price ratio work with all these early access cards? That was City Keen. I don't think so. To be honest, I haven't paid attention to that price ratio in a long time. It seemed like the comp was in season limited to classic rare for a while, but even then, I'm not even sure it works.
I think someone said on Quinny stream yesterday, it might have been Ricardo. He was like, my ballpark is like 4x, just because like the streaks are 4x, basically, like limited to rare. So I don't think that's a terrible benchmark.
Yeah. Dobsy said it's super rare and unique. I can understand overpaying, but paying those rates at limited is daft. I mean,
you get caught up in the moment, and ego maybe comes in, and it's hard sometimes to fight off the FOMO effects.
My favorite line, I forget who always said it, but they were like, whatever you think your max bid is, it's always one or two bids after that, like above it. It's like,
that's so true.
I mean, if you want a card, you want a card. It's as simple as that.
100%. But it's interesting though. Like another sort of side to this is we've seen it with the tactic. What Sorare have done with the Belgium stuff is like they slow it down quite quickly. The mint rate. So we saw it even yesterday. I think they basically, I'm sure they like sort of drew back a lot of the other Scottish League cards, knowing that the Celtic cards and the Rangers ones will, are the main attraction. So they were kind of pumping them out a bit quicker compared to the other teams, which again, I think any tactics the Sorare can deploy in that sense, like you've got to maximize profit, right? This is the only way they make money right now. So like, selling cards, right? So that whatever way you can sort of finesse that, whether that's slowing things down, like I think they slowed it down over the weekend. That might be something, to definitely take into account as people playing, whatever. But they definitely did. Like there was just hardly any Belgium cards this weekend on the market. But like we're up to like 9 and 10 min, 7 on some guys. But yeah, they're being really strategic, with the certain cards. Then like they're definitely like slower on some goalkeepers because they want to sort of like drip feed them out. And like it's interesting. What do we think? How many Belgium card mint wise roughly do we think will be sort of out in the ether after Friday? Like we're on like, let's just call it 10 now.
I think they do 30? It. I think they do it to basically force you to instant buy.
Right. So they're like end auctions basically.
Yeah, because they can sit there and be like, you can sit there and say like, oh, you haven't had any auctions. And they're like, if you want a card, you can have it right now.
I mean, I'm seeing like I know it's different. Like I bought a Dender Keeper and he's like up 50%. There's 20 minutes ago. He's at £92 in rare. Michael Verrips, his name is, if you wanted to just have a look at him. I think I paid like 65 for him for the second mint. So it's just interesting how, and he's only a 7 of 10, where I'm looking at like Jordan Boss has 10 of 10. Double I. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, maybe they don't have him in.
He's 19 minutes to go. He's literally the 5th card to go.
These are the instant.
Oh, buys. Sorry, this instant buy. Sorry, yeah. So it's weird. It's like they don't want to put instant buys on certain cards because maybe their price discovery hasn't been fully matured. Maybe because the first couple went for like under $100.
And what's this one now? 125.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like he's a goalie, you need goalie. Like I see why that's kind of happened. Yeah, and what I hate, by the way, if you click on like last rare sales, it only shows you the most recent 5. It doesn't show you like the 1 of, the 2 of. Do you get what I'm saying?
On the card?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go to the player page.
So annoying.
Yeah, but like the Mignolet, not that they sell them in order, but like, yeah, this Mignolet is the 5 of 10, but they had, I assume this is 2, 3. So yeah, I guess the 1 of isn't even in here.
Because that'd be a jersey mint, I guess. They're holding that.
Oh, I didn't even think of. Well, I just thought maybe it wasn't. Did they not sell the 1 of?
No, I bet you they've kept it for now. I could be wrong. I'd like to think they've kept it.
I forgot about that with.
Oh yeah. Maybe not.
Yeah, that's the 1 of.
Yeah, they've got it. Wow. Interesting. Because they did say they were going to bring back jersey mints, but I guess goalkeepers are funny, aren't they? Because they're one-offs and normally one-offs. Yeah, jersey. So
the 2 of was 271, and then the 3 of 389.
It's wild, isn't it? See, I was lucky. I got all my cards as 2 ofs. Verrips was a 3 of. Yeah, I've seen the run up on Janssen as well. Vincent Janssen. I paid £62, and his auction last night went for 90. So like, they're getting like 50% almost on a couple of these cards. The 2 ofs ended up going a bit cheaper than. That one's crazy though on Mignolet. That's crazy. Like, yeah, that's a big drop off.
2 of is absolute steal.
Yeah, insane.
It's basically half price of the.
But we've seen that already in Celtic cards. Like the drop off is obvious. Like 2 and 3 have gone for half 1. Like we haven't seen the bounce back on because they're just not out yet. But like Common Carter Vickers definitely half. I don't know what Nygren's is. I've got a feeling his might not be as. Oh, it is. Yeah, almost half.
$630 for a contender forward.
Like I just don't know if that guy really wanted the 1 of. Like I'm not convinced he is. Like knowing the other cards he's got, I'd like to think he's not a Celtic fan. He still might have wanted the 1 of. Don't get me wrong. You don't have to be a Celtic fan for that. But do you want to spend double just for the 1 of? I really don't think it's worth it, in my opinion. But
I mean, what is that? Buzzer beater?
Someone else. Yeah.
Like they're not the only ones who wanted this
card.
No,
I know. It's wild. There's literally those two just ramming each other up.
Yeah. Look at that, Evander in season super. Yeah, so this is a bunch of like, the Tav 1 of. That's fun.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Oh, so they did get a couple. Oh, they got a bunch of 1-ofs.
Yeah.
Scales. Tierney. What did he go for? 3.
But that's like the first ever Celtic Tierney.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. So, like I get those little sentimental ones. If I was a fan, like I definitely would have been like gunning for that. But yeah, fair play.
For sure.
I mean, yeah, it's not a bad thing. If there's people that aren't actually Celtic fans and they're just big Sorare players and they're wanting the one-offs of these teams, it can't really be a bad thing, you know?
Yeah, I don't.
It's a bad thing until they come. Like if they, I'm not saying they are, but if people then come out and go, "Why is my card half the price of the second one?" He can't be a fan. Well, that's
it's a great point.
Yeah,
can't be.
He can't
be a fan if he's getting tapped too. Jota Limited, which I saw. I think McBride was like, "Have fun with that one." I forget which scarcity it was, but he was like, he only has one leg. Did I say contender for Scotland? You're right. I did. Nygren. I said for a contender forward. You're right. My bad, Mike. So Jota Rare 147, limited 113. Wow, that's so crazy. And then let's see. Oh, I guess we've seen some instant buys on Jota already. And it's just easier than ever to get to 5%. I wonder if we can, like how much just an instant buy if you wanted a Celtic collection in limited. Scales is 50. Hitate. Yeah, like even the cheap ones, let's call it like $6 and down. What is that? 5, 7, 9. 10% of the 1 of 100s for the later mints. That Jota 1 of buyer is the same guy who went crazy for the Galaxy. I mean, so there's no collection shaming here. Agent Cooper said, I never got the obsession with the number 1. Everyone knows 3 is the magic number, and jersey mints are a lot cooler than number 1s. So I agree that jersey mints are a lot cooler. I think the reason why I don't feel the mystique about the 1-ofs is because of what they did last year when they were like, oh, we're going to sell the 1-ofs 3 months later. And so it doesn't even represent the first one. And it feels like that's sort of the point when you get the 1-of. It's the first one. And then when it's actually like the 37th. Yes, Jota is injured right now. Can use the cart for this, Larry. Thanks, JPS. Put them all in the cart and you should get a total done for you. Can I add more than 10? Probably. Does it tell you how many? Yeah, I wish it would tell you how many, like how far you get in the collection based on this. So $30 for the cheapest ones. That's 7. Oh, wait. Let me do these two, right? Welsh and Ralston. Go to the collection page and click complete collection. Oh, yeah, I guess. Does that work if I don't have any cards, though? I don't know how I find like a empty collection. I'm surely not going to buy one of these to figure it out. Let's see here. So the bottom 9 costs $43 for me. Let me clear this before I accidentally buy it. So $43 gets you 9, and that gets you 4%. All right. Yeah, that's easy. And then you can buy the cheaper versions whenever they come of the guys you actually want. Do they do the 5-card packages in early access? I don't think they do bundles at all anymore, City Keen. If anything, they still do them for the J League for a couple teams, but not that bad. Or they want to stop them. I think that was one of the reasons that they didn't renew Serie A teams, because they could only do bundles and they don't really want to do that. But yeah, like the conversation, I thought today's conversation was going to be more about how we allocate our own resources and decide where we're going to spend. But I was curious if anybody out there was genuinely in the idea of, let me make sure other people spend more than I do with these cards, when in reality, it doesn't really matter. Like, what if you and I are playing the same cards and you happen to pay more for yours? It's not like you win more. Like, we're going to win the same amount of money.
No, but there's definitely like an inherent pressure that comes with paying more, I would say.
For
like
sure.
I look, and that might, that's like there's like a psychological sort of spin on that. Like, it depends how well you manage that yourself, the pressure. But some people might not be able to, right? And they feel like they're forced to play the Zorgan that they paid $300 for, but he's not even on to start this weekend. Like that type of mentality ends up sometimes stifling you. Like, it can be a positive, but I think a lot of times in this game, when there's pressure on, like, you feel obliged to do things that maybe aren't the most logical or even like, optimal. Realistically, is probably the best word. Like, you end up doing things because there's like, that's the funny thing, isn't it? Like, you can do like the show details thing. I bet you if you did like had that off and you just look at your cards raw, like, there is definitely an element, like you toggle that on and you see how much you pay for cards. There is definitely an element of that either adds pressure, takes it away, forces you to do things you might not want to normally do, and you might not even realize it a lot of the time.
Oh, for sure. Like, we had plenty of times where I play cards that I shouldn't, because I was like, I paid a lot for this card, I need to get the money back.
Mm-hmm.
And it never really works. One of the things that you've been doing lately that I have not been, and I actually was talking to our friend Andreas about it, because Andreas went heavy on it, but spending money, your mic is good for now.
Oh, that's weird.
It like popped when you sat back down, but it.
Did it?
Buying cards to seal.
Yeah.
Did you have any thought of like what you were paying for certain stuff, or was there like I'll pay that to get 20 more points or whatever it is?
Yeah, there's definitely a benchmark for me. So, for example, you can get a Neymar, or like you can get but you can get $200 worth or 200 points worth players for £50 right now, roughly. Like, that's kind of like the lowest part. So if I divide that out, what's 50 divided by 200? So 0.25. Yeah, so I'm basically paying 0.25 pence per point. So if I'm able, to scoop up some like really bad cards that like they have no use at all other than sealing for like 10p a point, then obviously I'm better off doing 200 of those as opposed to buying Neymar from like a sealing perspective. Of course, Neymar has like an inherent value to where, like, if I unsealed him, I could probably sell him on. But there's like, if there's just cards that I just know all they are to me is sealing points because they had like literally retired, red X, blue X, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to get cards down to like at least just above like 10 pence a point, basically 10 pence. If they're like a 1 point card, then that card's 10p to me. Like, I'll be willing to pay 10 pence,
Yeah. Dom said Tillman is worth 200 points and is £11. No point going for lower point cards. That's 11. I mean, 11 for
limited. Yeah.
Limited. Yeah. That was like, that's easy.
Rare's 81. So it's like, it just don't work.
Yep. So have you only been doing it at Rare? Excuse me.
No, super Rare. Super Rare. Yeah, I'm at 4% at Super Rare. I'm literally on the dot. Like, I've got 150 points. I need another 150 to get to 5. Like, I don't think I'll end up. Like, I bought 2 Shamar Nichols and Super Rares. I probably there was another one on the market. There's actually 4, and then someone ended up sealing one of them. There was another one for a while. Maybe Pug had it, and he ended up sealing it as well. So I can't see me really ever getting any high on Super Rare. But Rare, I mean, I'm on 1344 out of 1800. So yeah, I need like 460 points basically. 200ers and then obviously a 6-year, or I just, like I said, taking a load of just dross basically and just give people a little bit on the dollar, if they don't want to see it. Because some people, if they've got smaller galleries, it might even not be worth sealing the 1s and 2s, really.
Mm-hmm.
It might after you, like, it will be for the first few levels, but maybe for like level, I don't know what the actual number is, but let's call it what's level 4 and above. 4, yeah. So like the jump between 200 and 400. Level 3 and level 4 is 200 points. Like that's a lot. Like not everyone has 200 level 1 cards. You know, I know it's one Bellingham, but if you're a smaller gallery, you probably don't have that. So it's like I might be better off just selling these and just getting a pound for them, £2. It adds up in the end if better than literally them just rotting in your gallery and you're not like benefiting from sealing them. So cash is king at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, I've had a good amount of offers through and stuff, but a lot of people don't take ETH, and so I had to put a bit of cash on and whatever, like the old stuff.
Yeah. So I started going through mine to start sealing. I actually did it a couple days ago, and I kept getting an error. And then somebody tagged me in the Sorare Scandinavia Discord because there's a guy from my original Midtjylland collection who just transferred to somewhere in China.
Wow.
And there are only 2 rares of his that exist, and the other one was sealed. And I was like, I 100% tried to seal that card. Got an error and couldn't. And so now I'm the only one with an unsealed rare.
That's hilarious.
Of course, there's somebody was like, he went to China. It's possible he's in the 2nd division. I don't even know. Like I just saw China and like sent it. But I went back to seal my cards today. And it was yesterday. And it was when we were talking to Sam. Shout out to Looking Up with Laird. But he made some comment about who was the Saint Etienne kid who went somewhere else, or maybe he was a Chelsea, Amogo, or
I'm not sure.
Hold on, it was this kid, Mathis. Yeah, Amogu went somewhere.
Right.
It's gonna bother me. But whatever. He was like, "Oh yeah, he's here now," and I was like, "Oh." I was literally going to seal this card yesterday and didn't. And so now I'm like super nervous to seal anything before the window's closed, because I have a ton of collection cards that, like the Strasbourg collection. I'm going to be completely honest that I'm way too lazy to go Google and Twitter searching all of these guys to find out where they're going to play or if they're going to.
Yeah.
But as soon as the window closes, most of these guys are gone.
They're all gone.
Or at least gone into the vault.
100%. Yeah, I think a couple of that Due might be going somewhere. He probably won't get sealed anyway, will he? But
no, but like I know Andre Santos is gone already anyway.
Yeah.
And like Bakwa is gone. But I'm like, the ones that I could seal, I just have no idea if they're going to play or not.
Yeah, I mean, I've just been using Sorare packs to have a look on the transfer thing there, and I'll get like the official transfers sort of done. There's been a couple that are like, oh, they've gone to a covered league, I've sealed them, but I wouldn't have sealed them really knowing that they could get a move. Like they're probably not going to change much for me realistically. So no, I've enjoyed it. Like I think Andrea sent me a stat. It's like 450,000 cards have been sealed.
Yes. Sorare tweeted at it, or
did they? Yeah,
like that.
So like
the two things
changed the landscape of the secondary. Like it's really heating up.
The 2 things that I have gotten hesitant on when I seal are blue X's, because I was like, man, those are those random midweeks where it's like, wow, I actually have a guy, and if I seal him, I don't. But the other one was internationals, and it's like we both own guys that never play, that we would 100% seal if it was just club stuff. But all of a sudden, it's like, oh no, he's literally like the best player for whoever, and you're just like, do I seal this card knowing I'm only going to use them 3 times a season, but like, when that comes up and they're playing, San Marino, maybe I want that card.
Yeah, there's utility for it for sure. I think, Samurai says that I sealed mostly to have a cleaner gallery, and I couldn't really agree more with that. Like, it's so nice to just scroll through now, and I just look at every card. I'm like, they have a use, like an SO5 use to me. Whereas before, obviously, that wasn't the case. I think I've sealed like 350 odd cards. So in rare, that is. So like, I'll just look at every card and I'm like, they have some use, or they might be useful. Whereas everything in the sealing thing, apart from Rodrigo, because I might unseal him depending on where he ends up. But right now I'm just happy to have like definitely a cleaner gallery.
A cleaner one, yeah. The one thing that I wanted to point out, and Tolga, if you're out there, I would like the number of cards that I own, like this, to update. Like this is the total number of rares I have, and I wanted to just show what I like. I wanted this to be unsealed cards,
non-vaulted cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And like when I go to the vault, then I can see like how many. And I know you can actually. I don't even know if you can see exactly how many cards you've
it
done.
tells you there on like say start. It says 124. Go back. Sorry. See where it says start sealing.
Oh, right here. Yeah. I want it here,
I
but
agree.
mostly in my gallery. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was basically I wanted to see how much I had cleaned, and I don't want to have to
Right.
like keep going back and forth. But I totally agree. The whole cleaner gallery is great.
Yeah. It's honestly one of the most like cleansing things they've done, like visually, I think, in a long time with our galleries in general. And obviously, yeah, there is a bit of there is an advantage of kind of doing it if you can get to like a nice level where, like I said to you, I can't remember if I said it to you or Quinny, but like I think it's only worth trying to get to like decent levels if you are dead set on playing for in-season cash. Like I don't think it's gonna be, you're not gonna like see the effect of it if you're just playing classic for essence. And like you're gonna win bits. I get it, like 2%, 3%, whatever, but like getting to like 5%, 5 to 10%. Like I think the investment, if you can do it on a cheap way, like I'm trying to do it with like the really low budget cards for like 10 cents, 20 cents max, whatever. I think, and you're playing for cash in season. I think, over the course of the season, I'd like to think I earn over $1,000 cash, like over the course. That's not a minimum, but like let's just call it 1,000, and I'm on 7%. Like that's £70. Like I've probably spent around that on my seeding so far.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think that's a conservative number as well, 1,000, like over the course of like super rare. I know the percentage is different there, but yeah, super rare and rare. I think across, however many lineups I've got, I know the streak doesn't count, but yeah, I know leaderboard cash is obviously harder to come by now this season than last, but I think it can be worth it. And there's an exclusive comp, and that's an interesting one. What do we think the level will be for that?
So actually, that's not what I was going to bring up, but
oh yeah,
but we should talk about that too, because I pretty much just like sealed the cards I know I'll never play. The only card I know that I will play at some point is Jude, and I'll just like unseal that one. But I feel like they have to make it difficult but attainable in order to get in that comp. I forgot that was even a thing, because I was going to bring up how MLB does like daily rewards for vaulted cards.
Yeah.
And I think that Sorare have done a pretty nice job so far with getting us to do it. And as you said, like you're going to, let's say you end up winning 70 extra pounds over the course of a season. Maybe it's 100. Like that's all because of cards you never were going to use. And it does feel like you're getting some value out of those cards now, which is they're almost more valuable than like the bad cards that you do play. But I do wonder what their push is going to be to get people to seal really good cards that are active and you can play them. And like the Neymar we use, like Neymar plays now. He gets injured so often that he's probably more frustration than anything else. And so people are like, yeah, I'll buy a Neymar so that I can seal it. But like, I'm just looking at my gallery here. Like, what would it take for me to like seal Hakimi? And that's where I think it'll make like the biggest impact on the game.
100%. I think what you touched upon there, then the first bit was the daily missions thing. If they do somehow incentivize us to use sealed cards for daily missions, for example, and you can win bits of cash, I think you're going to see a lot more stars and 250 pointers sealed. Even now, like some people have, I know I've sealed Rodrigo on that, but like I'm open to not sealing him type of thing. Like that Akosha guy, he's gone to level 20 and like he's bought like bulks of like Kovar, for example, for £60, £60, £60 because he's 200 points. Like basically £60. I know the name has a bit of an anomaly, but most 200 pointers are like £60. Somebody sealed a card. Yeah, like there's somewhere I'm not too sure. They make too much sense. There's a guy who sealed 2. He said, "What? 2 Carlos seals? Really?
Oh,
What's the?" See, I know he didn't spend that much on it, like compared to like the in-season version, for example. But
he bought them to seal them.
wow, that's crazy. That is actually nuts. I'm like flabbergasted at that.
This is a 1 of 100. Oh, 1 of 10 too.
Yeah, that's wild. Genuinely. But that's good for me. Like, I'm playing against less classic Carlos heels now.
Yeah, there's only 41 now in play.
Yay. That is crazy, though.
See if anyone else is crazy. No. I was trying to see. I think I can do this. Yeah, here we go. If he has, that's his only card from the collection.
Nothing. You just literally just bought him for sealing. But it's interesting. Like, so my strategy, I buy 2 Shamar Nicholsons for literally $20, right? So that's 100 points. Gill's making him 200 points, and he's spent over 10x that. Okay, he's getting double the points, but you get what I'm saying. But like, at least, obviously I'd prefer to own a Gill, in my ceiling, in my vault than 2 Shamar Nicholsons for like potential SO5. So I don't know what the end goal is there with like sealing Gill, really.
I don't think we can see other people's like vault level.
No, you can't. Which is a bit of a bummer.
I'm going through his super rares now, just trying to see if he has any other sealed. I don't think he has another. Oh, here we go. He sealed a Zanetti super rare.
I get that. Yeah, okay.
That's an interesting. This is great. Ed said, I bought a limited Carlos heel to seal, but couldn't bring myself to stick.
I don't blame you, Ed. I literally don't blame you. I don't think I could either.
It's like when you buy a card to flip and then he starts playing well and you're like, I'll just keep him.
Yeah.
There's the Jude and Musiala super rares.
Nice. I get those ones.
Like a bunch of
wow.
legends.
This guy feels like he knew what was coming, I'll be honest. Like the amount of legends he bought there a month ago.
That was probably around the time that they said it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Some nice gallery.
He's got some amazing cards.
I
get it, but does he play MLS? If he doesn't, then I kind of get why he's shifted the Gills. It's literally a collection play. He probably doesn't even care, how good Gill is. He'd only be able to play him in like All-Star,
right?
Basically. Right. So, and obviously Arena.
This is great. Ult is main character in this stream.
He literally is.
This is a great point from Cooper. Is something gone wrong with Sorare if players are buying elite super rares to not play them for strategic reasons? Or is it fun and all part of the Sorare madness?
But the issue with but they are strategic reasons, right?
That's a good point.
They are. Like, he's getting a percentage bonus on his super. Like, we can only assume he's got 2 Gills in there, right? So we know for a fact he's at 400 at super rare minimum, yeah? And he's got how many legends? He's probably on. Yeah. Let's just have a look at the super
8 of them or something like that.
He's definitely on at least 1,000 because it's only 1,200 points. So he's 1/3 of the way there with the Gills. He's there with the legends. He's probably on 12%. And like, if he does win, $1,000, that's $120 on top. There's half a Gill paid off. And with a gallery like that, it doesn't seem out of the realm for him to just, win shit like that.
So Rodrigo's a popular one that's getting sealed because everyone just thinks he's dead at Madrid. So we have.
He's been told today he's not playing for Madrid again. Basically,
is he going to leave though?
Yeah, he'll have to. Like, someone will
have to, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we have 45 Rodrigos. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like Pranksy did 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Man.
Yes, so
many. Tried to buy mine the other day, my rare. So 11 of the 45. So yeah, 34 Rodrigo super rares in play.
Yeah. He's a weird one where
nobody's
I think he'll get, like, say if he gets a crazy favorable move, I guarantee you everyone unseals him. Like, he's one where I think, people will be trigger happy. Same for myself, to kind of unseal him as quickly as possible if things work out pretty well.
Like if he goes to Arsenal?
I mean, yeah, if he goes to Arsenal and he's like a guaranteed star on the left or where, like, it's like, okay, well, yeah, you're probably unsealing him and he's a $200 Prem card, maybe, you know, where right now he's a $90, you know, La Liga card or whatever.
Is he even that much?
I mean, people are paying that, I think. Yeah, $90. 18 hours ago.
Oh, you can see that they're already bolted.
Yeah, that's quite fun. Like, go have a look at Kovar, like the keeper that's gone to PSV. I'm sure Kosher bought like 10 of him. Because he's 200 points right now in rare. Oh, it's that Zidane guy. Yeah, sorry. This guy has been buying loads of 200 pointers and just sealing the hell out of them. Like, I don't think I've ever seen the gallery before, but sorry, that one wasn't a Kosher. That
Sealed
was
Zidane as his like.
He is like king sealer. I do kind of recognize the X in the Discord account. Is it High Fish or something?
Oh yeah, High Fish was in chat the other day.
We know that. Yeah. Okay. I thought.
I didn't realize that was his name. Yeah, High Fish was one of the ones that reached the max.
Oh, got you. Okay, yeah, that checks out.
I think possibly in two scarcities.
Someone had it in 2, didn't they? I think it might have been Pranksy definitely had it in limit, super and unique. Robert, no, there's nothing right now that like category. Oh, he did. Wow, fair play.
He did it in limited and rare.
That's impressive. No, there's nothing right now that shows you like you can't like filter by the cheapest 200, filter by the 50. I bought a card off Nep earlier.
Did you?
Yeah, I offered him £5 for it. It was up for 7. It's Pedro Bravo from Midtjylland. Because I needed a midfielder for U23. And there was 2 up. There was 1 less than his from Pug. I gave him a £5 offer, instant reject. And then I went on the market. Yeah, I didn't even like say, oh, £6. So I remember that one up. And then the Pug one sold in my, like, as I'm looking at the screens, I'm like, for fuck's sake. So I just bought it for like 7, whatever. But yeah. But I was just thinking then he's 20 points. I didn't really realize he'd be 20, but like
he's not bad. He has some peaks last year.
Yeah. He's like the Vinny Souza of Midtjylland.
What's that?
The Vinny Souza of Midtjylland.
Yeah. 3 Evanders just bought and immediately sealed.
Mm-hmm.
God, Summer. Yeah, those are the Kovars. Valverde. My gosh. Ter Stegen. Like, I get it, but man. A Dryer. Somebody said it earlier. Where was this comment? Sam, I'd love to be that rich that I don't care. Totally. I mean, maybe they care. Free extra cash for Pranksy. How is it free extra cash? Yeah, that Kovar one is, I get it. Isak becoming a seal fodder is crazy. Are people sealing Isak? Let's see. Started super rare. Anyone at super rare do it? No. It would be cool if they just had like a sealed option so we could see all the ones that were sealed. I also want to reiterate again for anybody. Oh, there he is. Slat dog. 20% he would have already had all the cards to get the max level. I mean, he bought them to do it. Like, he bought all of them for his collections anyway. It's not like they were free. But somebody commented earlier, so if anybody from Sorare is listening, on the vault page, it would be great if you could, I'll just pull mine up. But if you could somehow see the L15 on this page so that you could know if a player like came back or is playing again and stuff like that. Just a suggestion. Anyway, Isak, there's one. Are people actually buying to seal?
Thing is, he might be going to Saudi. So
Yeah. I guess. It just seems like a very quick thing to do.
Yeah, on him, fine. Like, yeah, I can see.
You say you get it, but you don't sound like it. I mean, I get why people do it.
Especially like for this upcoming weekend, like the Rodrigo one got me over the line, right, to from 6 to 7 points. So if I'm playing for cash this weekend in Belgium, well, I'd rather be on 7 than 6, and
Sure.
I'm not using Rodrigo for weeks anyway. You know, like whatever league he goes to isn't going to happen for a couple of weeks. So, you know,
That $90 price is the lowest for a 200 seal.
that is incorrect.
I was going to say, isn't Neymar's cheaper?
Yeah. Neymar's £47.
It's outrageous. I have him in a lineup this midweek.
Do you? Yeah, Neymar's the cheapest, I think, right now for 200. Yeah, it's really like, and people will change. Like, I don't think Rodrigo was initially 200. I remember seeing him in my gallery. I'm sure he was 50. Wow, Wilhelm, Lossell and Lee Hambam. That is a disaster waiting to happen. That's like under 10 points combined. I'm sure that happened this weekend, didn't it?
I missed out on like 700, 800 essence this weekend because of Lossell's. Like I was within like 2 points and he scored one or something like that.
That is brutal. Carlos Gill's only £51 in rare.
Quinny knows what's up. Of course, he has Neymar in a lineup.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if anybody noticed this, but you can see that I have 41 points already. And I think it's because Moy's starting. And everyone's like, why don't they just put it just like Sorare data? Well, it seems like they have at least done that. Not on under his score, but
yeah, still kind of annoying though.
I don't disagree. JPS said the thing is the 2 weeks doesn't sound that long until it's 3 or 4 players. Then you have to wait 2 months.
I don't have 3 or 4 in there. Like I could, like, okay, fine if I do, but I genuinely don't. I have Rodrigo and that is it. I don't have any other. He's my only 200 in there, if I'm being honest.
Rodrigo?
Yeah. I don't have any other. I just got a load of 50s, like the Shamar Nicholsons. I bought Ryan Shawcross, who's been retired like 10 years. He was 20 points. I bought like 7 of him. I mean, go on.
What team was he on for those cards?
I guess I don't know.
It's a big head, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big head. Yeah, he must have been in MLS.
I had no recollection of Ryan Shawcross.
Same. Genuinely, I wasn't watching MLS at that point. Like whilst Ryan Shawcross was there, I'll be honest.
I had one guess who it was, and I was right.
Is this Chicago?
It's genuinely absurd given where they are now.
Really? Cincinnati? No way.
Ryan Shawcross paved the way for Lionel Messi to come to Major League Soccer.
That is insane. Like, you could have given me, honestly, 10, 15 guesses. I wouldn't have got that.
I think he has more rare cards than appearances he made there.
Oh, easy. I think he's got like 60 odd.
Oh, yeah.
That is hilarious, by the way. Like Buanga went from 50 to 100 and everyone just ran the price up on Buanga. Wow. Big head, Ryan.
Like, I guess this is the way that you find out people who aren't on the platform anymore because they haven't sealed them. And everything is 5 years ago.
It's insane. But like, why is he 20 points? Like, I really want to know the mechanism behind it. Like, is it because he only, 67 rate? Like, what is the reason why he's that? Someone just bought one for wow.
Right here, 334. I almost just am waiting for the seal to change to like pop up.
Yeah, to go back to 2 or something.
No, I mean just to see this card get sealed in real time.
How did I scout? Somebody in Led's Discord mentioned him. Yeah, somebody just said the word Ryan Shawcross. I was like, I didn't even know he had cards. Let me check. Had cards, and then I was away. I bought a couple off Powell, and then I bought 3 off another guy, I think.
Oh, Mamba active still. Hold on, let's see. There it is. Already already sealed. I wonder if we go back and it'll show. Who was it? Oh, Barmy, this one right here. Well done, sir.
Yeah, that's play. Phil Neville period, of course. But yeah, whoever like jumps up from the 50 to 200, like that will be an interesting watch.
Yeah, and it's just like constantly just clicking around to find out.
Yeah, it's like if any card goes above like 40, 50 pounds, I think that's when the trigger of like this could be a 200, 200 point card now in their system. That seems to be like the, especially on like older cards.
I'm trying to think of like what the negative is to having us be able to scout ceiling points.
I mean, we'll make it. Yeah, I mean, we're causing market like transactions. I just don't. Yeah, I can't see the issue either, especially on like really bad cards. Like if people are buying 50p cards all the time, like in the hundreds of thousands just because of ceiling points, like it's cleaning up the market. And so I know they're not making much of it, but like I don't know, someone's making something somewhere. Whether that's a club, whether
someone's making something somewhere.
Yeah, like I mean, they have to be.
Like really, the only way to do it is to click on a card.
Yeah.
Like you can't even. There's nowhere else.
When it first came out, you couldn't even see the seal value. I don't think. And someone's told me on my video, they were like, "You can see it," and I was like, "Can you?" Because at the time, I really didn't.
At the time, you couldn't. Yeah, they didn't have that at first.
Definitely not, right? And then it came up. Before that, it was literally you just have to ask people. Like I asked Mikey. The way I figured out Shamar Nicholson was Basel put it in a Discord we're in, like his unique, and it said 50 points, and then the next unique next to it was 2. So I was like, is that like not scaling because it's unique? Like, would that be 50 in rare or super rare for Shamar? So I was like, okay, I looked through all the Shamar Nicholson owners. So Mikey Baston was one of them. Messaged Mikey and said, Mikey, what is Shamar Nicholson's value for sealing? He said 50. I said, okay, it's game time, yeah?
We're cooking.
Yeah, we're cooking for a couple of nights. So that was just all in on Shamar Nicholson's. I then told lawn trader Andreas, and then he, went and did his thing and sort of, just took it to another level. But yeah.
Charlie said, I presume they want it to be natural. You vault the cards you don't use rather than buying cards to vault. So I don't think that sealing cards in the vault is only for cards you don't use. I think they genuinely want people to start vaulting cards that they would use to get them out of the game.
Yeah.
But it also, JP said, it helps Sorare. Say there's a guy on Instant Buy that people know is 50 points. His price would 2x when people realize. So like they would, except you would never buy the in-season version of it.
Right.
But it is definitely like a really... So I guess the biggest risk is Sorare kind of announce like, oh, this guy's 200 now, and everybody like rushes to buy it. Yeah. And that's
manipulating.
I was gonna say, Mike, where are you? Mike is always like, Sorare never said once like they'll never do something to not manipulate, but basically to manipulate the market. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Robert said you can see, quote, sealable for, unquote, for each card in the API. So you could set up a bot that gives you a notification if a card with X seal points under X dollars.
I was thinking that, like, I went on Gronk. I was like, I typed in, like, I sent the link to a card. I was like, this plays 40 seal points. Can you give me other cards with like 50 seal points or whatever? And Gronk wasn't clever enough to do that, unfortunately. So
Andreas does make a good point here that the more they help us seal, the more money they have to pay, because we get more rewards.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think they mind us doing that within season cards, but like you said, not many people are going to be doing that.
Right.
So.
Right. There we go.
Like I wonder if like the Lord goes to 200. Like he's at like £40 right now, but there's load on sale. He's 50 as we speak. He probably won't, but I'm just sort of thinking. So many rare Lords on the market right now, by the way.
I have one.
You do. There's loads. Like there's
Well, I mean, people getting ready for Jupiler, they should have
14.
rare.
I know he has a billion cards. Yeah,
Yeah, he does have a billion cards.
like so many cards. Like there's some high level ones on here. Level 10 here for 41. You can get the Belgium version if you want for 43.
I saw that. Yeah,
Your version for 50, and then the OG goat down the bottom.
that one's expensive. Yeah, 740.
Who was that guy in your Discord? Was it Brones that sold like a silly amount of like 18, 19 cards?
Yes.
For like
yes.
It was,
For
wasn't it?
an absurd amount of money.
Yeah, like the cards weren't even good. It wasn't even like the Lord. It was like
there was nobody
I knew.
left,
Yeah,
and it was like $400 or something.
I couldn't believe it. But actually, go on the market. I know you're on the market, but like go on the market sales. A couple of days ago, there was like 18 cards on there. Like there's hardly any on the market right now. Like if you go to market season, it's crazy. There might be a bit more right now, but when I looked earlier, a few days ago, because you're, yeah. That's not even the one.
No, that's not even it. Yeah, there are none.
But there is, because like the Lord's on there twice. You know?
Right. Why wouldn't? That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Huh. Oh, wait.
I've got it. There's 9. Don't know how, but Wesley, Yari. There we go, yeah.
What is 2017-18? Some legend?
Yeah.
Casillas. That's funny. I almost bought a first-year Yari like a while ago.
So fun. Baby Yari.
Oh, Jelly Batelli. Shout out to Jimmer.
Nathan Rodez, I have his super rare.
Yeah, you do.
I didn't even know he had, like, before Dender came on, I didn't even know he had Charleroi cards, but that's just, yeah, Jelly Batelli.
I wish they would give you more points for like special editions.
Yeah, I think that should. I just don't know if they could through the API, but I'm sure there is a way.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, I guess.
But whatever. Sam said, surely the fact that they have a point system means they want you to seal better cards. That's good. Yeah. I like that point. Cooper said, at least all this sealing and vaulting means Sorare's name actually makes sense again. With hundreds of thousands of cards vaulted, including smashers, we can almost say some cards are rare again. I would love to be able to easily see how many Judes are sealed now, because we know it's a lot, and we also know that like they can all come back.
100%.
But some won't.
Yeah, I'd love to see that as well.
Maybe Sorare can pull that for me on Sorare Spotlight next week. Yeah, it's a lot of Judes. It's actually not that many.
Did you seal you in CISO?
No. Should I?
Yeah, he's like injured for like 3 months.
Matt O'Reilly season?
Maybe. Well, Quinny said he fell out with the manager, so I.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And he's supposed to go to Roma. I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
Let's live seal right here. What do I get? 1 point?
Yeah,
20? Oh, yeah. Adios.
Yeah, it's an auto seal that. Oh, and you're close to 4. Wow.
Oh, it's so close.
You need to buy a little 5 now. Little 5.
I don't buy anything. You know how much garbage I have.
You haven't really gone through everything, have you? I see.
Well, I was saying, like, I'm just nervous to do it based on transfers.
If we knew how the formula worked, and if it wasn't based on score and not entirely based on primary market, people would transfer cards at high prices between the kind of.
If we knew how the formula works, and if it wasn't based on score and not entirely based on primary market, people would transfer cards at high prices between accounts to inflate the points. Oh, just to get those players higher. Yeah, that makes sense. Jelly's in Israel now. Really? Interesting. I guess I should try to get 5 more points here. I mean, I have plenty. Like Harry's boy here. Where did he go? Roman Cavett. Like, is that realistically a card I'm ever going to use this season? In All-Star, because it's the only place. Or no, what is he in Jupiler? Which I don't even play in season Jupiler. So yeah, I have to play him in All-Star. Did they get relegated? I don't even know.
No, they didn't get relegated. They're alive still.
But I can only play this card in All-Star or Arena.
Yeah. Well,
sure,
in season Jupiler, if you're playing.
Yeah, sure as hell's not going to be my classic card in season Jupiler.
He's like $50 right now in season. He's pretty expensive. People are just buying because of his previous scores, to be honest.
Agent Cooper said, I vividly remember you buying that in CISO live on Streamlabs. Harry bought one the same day. Did you do it the same time?
Yeah. I've got 2, but yeah, I bought the second
another one.
day.
Yeah,
the time you did.
It was before the transfer. Where'd he go? Ipswich?
Yeah.
And we were like, he's going to take everything. And yeah.
We were so bullish on NCSO.
We were so
bad. Still am.
Still am.
I really am. Genuinely.
I'd very much appreciate a sort by seal value in my gallery when trying to steal cards. That would be great.
Yeah.
What do you think Del Castillo gives me? 1 or 2? 2.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, I have a forward. I'm never playing that card. Who is this guy? Anyone know this guy? This is the one. These are the ones I'm like mostly scared about. The 19-year-old kid, Bulgarian kid for Antwerp. Is he going to play Rosen Bozanov?
Bojanov? No, I can't see it.
Vernon Addo. What is it, a Lecce card? But he's 19.
He is only 19, but surely some of these can go into the pit. Someone said Gignac.
Not already sealed. Hold on. I'll do anyone. Can I search? Let's do by age. Anyone over 35. Let's see. Hans is going to, oh no. Who can we, is this guy going to start? Koen van Langendonk?
No. Yeah, that's interesting. Like Nico Schlotterbeck's only 20 points, which is weird. I'm sure a few days ago he was more than that. I'm pretty sure he was 50 at least. So that's, some of them definitely change. 100%. Yeah.
Why would it go down?
I honestly don't know. I really don't know what that. Oh, wow. Bojanov is predicted to start by QT.
Hashtag never sell, baby.
Hashtag Jimmer vibes.
You know who I haven't sealed yet? Adon.
Oh.
So the funny thing about this is, so there was a rumor that he was going to sign for like a newly promoted team in Portugal.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, great. I'll get a Don utility again. And I'm like, the hell am I going to win with the goalkeeper from a newly promoted team in Portugal?
Against Celtic.
Mid-table Portugal is really bad. The bottom has to be absolutely horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really bad. The difference between the top end of Portugal and the bottom, never mind the middle, is really bad.
Oh. So yeah, I couldn't do it. Oh, but Don brings this up. Maybe he's got Bulgarian utility that I can play with our boy or no. Was it Bulat? Was he Bulgarian? No, who was the guy? No,
you're on about Krastev.
Krastev, that's right. Exactly. Yeah. When Bulgaria hosts San Marino, I'm gonna want these guys, man.
There we go. International utility. That's
right. The new goalkeeper scoring may help Adon.
Nothing's gonna help Adon.
Nothing.
Not even coming back from Red X.
So Nygren's 200 now, which makes sense.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
People are sharp on it. Like, it's really hard to, like, it's just, especially like the MLS cards. Like, they're all like the Evanders and stuff. Like, you're not going to find a 200 seal card, like I said, less than Neymar right now. So, like, if you can find one for 40 points, like, you're looking at decent value. But then I go, well, I'd rather just buy 4 Shamar Nicholsons for £10 each. That's the exact same as buying a Neymar, if it's purely for sealing purposes. Like, Shaqiri's 59 or £60. Kai Wagner's £60. It's just very, Dreyer 60. I don't even know if he's 200. He probably is. Just really hard. He is.
So is it just basically clicking around the site on cards and hoping you find one or that somebody else does the same thing?
Basically, yeah. Like I filter by like highest average score and just kind of look through those. Sometimes those are like the ones where you're probably going to find a lot more of the 200s there. Not to say they're going to be cheap, but you'll find them in and around that. Like what's Lucas Fernandez? Sorry, he's £40. He's 50. See, like those are the ones where I'd be like, he could just turn into a £200 card, a 200-point card somehow. I don't know what the mechanism is, but like I just have a feeling that like Buanga did. Buanga turned into a 200 pointer. People are kind of like Sloth Trader just brought one out then for 60, but people were sealing him 4 days ago for £38. You know, that's where like the value's at. You know, you do. I've got 2 Buangas, by the way, because I won one in the summer thing, didn't I? But now you can play 4-on-1. Like I'm not going to seal a Buanga, but
do you seal in the off season?
Yeah, but I bet you wouldn't be. Well, that's the thing, right? Timing it. Like, how will I? Like, when will he not be 200 points?
But I'm saying, why not just seal him as soon as the season's over?
Right, but I'm saying he might not be 200 points then.
Oh, then yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's where it gets a bit tricky, which I think's fun, but
yeah.
So I said I struggle to work out how much money I'll have to win by spending £40 on an extra 1%.
You have to win £40.
Yeah, I mean, but then you don't know what the exclusive comp's going to be. You don't know where that's going to be. Like, what do you think? We haven't even said that. What do you think the benchmark's going to be for that? Like, what level?
So let's see. I had sealed 100. I'm going to have to seal basically like 130 cards to get to 4%, level 4. Sorry. Yeah, level 4.
Right.
That's 400 seal points. And that includes, so like I sealed 124 cards, but one of them is Jude.
Right, yeah.
So 200 of my 396 points are one card.
Just 1 pointers. Yeah, what do you think? Do you think it'll be 10?
No. 10,
level
10?
Yeah.
No, that seems way too high.
For like an exclusive comp though, like it can't be too low to where like everyone's just in it, surely, right? Because then it's not exclusive.
You're not wrong.
It's either going to be 5, 7, or 10, I think.
I wouldn't even put in the 7. So it's either
it's
5 or 10 and how much they like Andreas either just got to 10 or is about to get to 10.
He's in and around it for sure.
And I just can't imagine, like, are they really going to run an exclusive comp that has like 14 people?
No.
They have to do it. Like, I think they do 5 because they need to put it at a level where people can get there. Fine, and like most people are not going to get to 10.
Yeah.
Like there's no use in having an exclusive comp
that no one plays.
That no one can play. I know that sounds weird. Let me rephrase that. There's no reason to run an exclusive comp that everyone thinks they can't qualify for. Like everyone has to think they can get there, even if they're not going to.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I still think 5's a little lower because it's like a nice number in that sense. Like if we're going into increments of 5.
So 5 is how many points?
Couldn't tell you. 600, 500.
It's 600. So like 3. Yeah, you seal 3 Judes and you're there.
Yeah.
Or
like
3
you can do it. You could do that on £120. Sorry, 3 Neymars.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
And it obviously depends what this exclusive comp is. Like, how exclusive is it? Is it even cash given out? Whatever. But
yeah, I guess buying 3 Gil classics to get to an exclusive comp is not.
It's not that restrictive, is it?
Yeah, you're right.
Really, I don't know. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if they did 10. But then I also I wouldn't be shocked if like 8 popped up, even though it's not like a nice number type of thing.
Yeah.
Like it just wouldn't surprise me if they did something awkward like that, where it's like not 5 or 10 or 15.
Yeah. What's funny is that the levels are also not even, and they're not they're not clean. Like there's no like 1,000 points.
Right.
It's like
they're like awkward.
Yeah. Curlo said then everybody would seal the 200 level cards to temporarily get into the tournament. But then it takes, if you buy 3 of them, it takes you
3
6
out of the
weeks to
market.
get out of them.
Yeah, fair. You have to keep them for a bit at least. Yeah. Prices would rocket. I mean, do they not want
Level
it?
5 means you could buy a star or 2 and be in the comp. I mean, yeah.
And at like limited, like that ain't hard at all.
Yeah.
That's kind of the issue, I think. Maybe the levels will be different.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's just one of the carrots they're dangling. They'll probably forget about it, let's be honest. Like, it feels like a little random one, doesn't it? Like, I didn't even expect there to be a special comp for sealing. Like, let's, because was there one in MLB, or has there been one? Sorry,
I don't seal enough cards in MLB to know. I certainly never bought cards in MLB to seal.
Got you. Yeah, it's a weird mechanism. Like, it really is. Like, it's hard to wrap our brains around, but like, cards are going like a disappearing off the market just because of it. It's kind of wild.
Sam said they did have seal tournament.
Okay.
Okay, maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
I think the vault daily missions will be more exciting.
Because that would force me to buy a few better cards. Like, I wouldn't be like, if that came out today, I'd buy that Neymar straight away. Like, I wouldn't even blink.
But those are like if a player in your vault choose a player from your vault to score a goal today.
Yeah.
So
I'm buying Neymar.
Right. You're not going to buy a bad card though.
No, yeah, like I'd prefer to buy Neymar than 4 Shamar Nicholsons in that sense, right? That's where we flip it the other way, where I go, well, buying 10 cents cards, okay, like dollar cost wise, like it's way less than buying the Neymar for £50 because only 200 points. I could do that for probably £20 if people are giving me bulk 1 point cards for really cheap, but they don't have any, sealing daily mission utility, right? So that's when it flips back to, well, maybe then it's flipping worth getting the Neymars and the whoever else is.
The daily vault missions for cash made me vault cards I wouldn't even done.
Well, but you would have definitely played them, or just like they were on the fringes?
I was going to play them.
Definitely. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam said you could win $10 for the mission, so there's no point in buying Neymar until the problem is that the next mission they come and maybe you win
$50.
Neymar. Like you're getting the 200 seal points and the ability to win $10 at some point.
And I can unseal him and sell him for probably the same at some point in the near future.
Right. Like for $50 or whatever it is, 70 he is.
Yeah. I think it's £47, whatever that is.
Yeah. Crazy.
They're all going to just be wiped off the market now, I can see.
I think I should get more sealing points if I seal my Neymar jersey mint.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. There should be like at least 10% extra on seal points for special editions or jersey mints, whatever. Yeah, definitely.
At least jersey mints from the 2022-23 season. There should be a bonus. Absolutely.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Fun fact, there are 3 Neymar rare jersey mints, but only 2 limiteds. And 1 super rare.
Wow.
Tough to get 10 of 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to talk about sealing so much.
I mean,
but I guess that's part of the resource allocation.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. 100%.
Sam said, I sealed like 3 tier 3 type guys in MLB to play cash missions, one around $15 so far, I think, in limited, and my gallery is only worth about $100. So pretty nice. Yeah.
That is pretty nice.
There should be a special collection for sealing a Rodez. Love that, Simo. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Someone was asking if there should be a bonus for sealing an entire collection, which I love.
Well, they mentioned like the PSG thing, didn't they? Like if you seal the whole PSG collection, you get 750. It's like, well, yeah, incentivize someone to do that then. Give them an extra 1,000 on top or whatever, because no one in their right mind should be sealing a full PSG collection.
Right.
Unless there's a bonus, I think. So
they also don't do anything there's no bonus anyway right now for a full collection. They should change that first.
Yeah, not even. Yeah, you don't get anything in game. Never mind, like vaulting wise. So
Yeah. I only sealed Jude and Musiala for the easy 4%.
that is like a really easy 4%.
Yeah.
It's almost like Sorare don't want you to have injured stars at the start of the season, obviously, right? Because Jude's going to go for less than he would if he was playing, so it's less revenue and people are sealing them. I know people are buying them, but yeah, it's a weird one. Like their in-season cards aren't going to go for as much, really.
I bet they don't sell that many of them. Like literally,
they'll be really, really conservative, I think, on those. 100%.
Yeah. You got anything else, Harry?
Not really, man. I think we're good for now.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Quick reminder before the outro here: none of this was financial advice, and yeah, none of it was. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. If you are into MFL, I have an MFL stream in 1 hour. So just keep going. And then there's a Wendercast after that. So you could just watch Sorare and MFL content all day long. You can do it. So yeah, Harry, good to talk to you. Thank you to everybody for coming. Enjoy the day and please make sure you get outside.